We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
In motion to tight end. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hey, 7:34.
Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he's got some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. On first down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Sermon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Again, Sermon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Sermon taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target too. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 55 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr going to look to throw. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to run. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. To throw is Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here